Greetings, bike guys. We're out doing. Actually, we're getting ready. We're going to do the Vegas to Reno Best in the Desert race coming up, and I was just out getting some more miles on my bike and for training and that. So stick around. We'll show you what happened. So here we are on a hot Sunday morning, and I'm just out trying to get a little bit of trail time. One for the workout, and one is I got to get myself acclimated to riding in the hot weather, because as we're coming up on the Vegas to Reno run from the Best in the Desert. It's a 535-mile desert race. I'm going to share the race with Chris and Joe. And we're going to be riding the SWM 500. Now, I happen to own a SWM 500 as well. That's what I'm riding today. And there's a whole bunch of that track that's out in open desert, and then there's a bunch of sand washes and stuff similar to this. So I just was getting some mileage on more or less than anything, but I'm such an explorer. And I'm always seeking out different trails and stuff like that. I'm riding in an area that I've ridden before. I know the area fairly well, but I don't know every trail. And so over the course of the winter, we had a lot of rain and we had a lot of snow and that sort of thing, and a whole bunch of the track got chewed up. And so even like when I came to the end of this canyon here, I went, there's 2 or 3 ways to go. I had to decide which one I wanted to go, trying to figure out how I was going to get to the top of this mountain up here. So what I'm doing is just looking around and weighing my options. There's 3 or 4 different directions I can go here. And what I was going to do, I ended up turning around and dropping back a little bit and catching another trail, and it turned out to be a little bit difficult. And so I'll share that with you. You can see where all the water's been running down and eroded all the trail and stuff like that. Now this particular one here, there's been some other tracks in there, so I wasn't the only guy in there. But I thought it was rather interesting. You got a lot of side cutouts, a lot of boulders have rolled down in. It just got tougher and tougher. Now, just like this section here, I was trying to get up out of the rocks here, and down I went. So you guys that think that we just ride all the time on easy to ride stuff, that's not true. I like to seek out stuff that challenges my skills and abilities. That means that now and then you're going to drop your bike. So I got back up in here, and this, of course, the video never shows you how steep everything is or how tore up it is. You can't see all the details, but as I got back up in this canyon further and further, the trail got more and more wiped out. And but I just consider those challenges, and I use it to work on my skill set, and that it's good workout if you have to do a little pushing and pulling and things like that to lift up over some rocks and that sort of thing. I consider that part of the training, and I enjoy being challenged by the trail. Can I get through here is what I'm thinking, is where does this go, and that sort of thing. You can see there was a couple of tracks already in there, but there isn't a lot of use in this trail up here, and the trail got tighter and steeper and rockier and all those things that, any dirt bike rider will run into these things at one time or another. So what I want to encourage you is just keep working on your skill set and keep trying to figure out what you're doing. I'm not trying to set some blistering pace up here. I'm just out on a Sunday morning ride by myself, which is always a little challenging because you don't want to get yourself in a predicament that's hard to get out of or hurt yourself or something. But I just thought I'd show you a little bit of some trail, and this is the first of a two-part series of the same ride. And then coming up, what we're going to do is I'm going to go over the bike that we're going to be racing and show you some of the setup on that. And then when we go and do the Vegas to Reno run, I'm going to get some video from that, and we'll try and put it all together and show you what that looks like. That's going to be quite an adventure. We're going to have 3 riders on one bike and 535 miles to go on that race, and it's mostly a high-speed desert race. They run trucks and buggies and stuff like that through there, so you don't get caught in this kind of stuff on those races, but it's still very challenging, very long race, and we'll share some of that with you. So stick around and stay with me and see if I can get this bike up this canyon. Well, thanks for riding with me today, and we look forward to putting out some more content for you shortly.